Hello everyone, and let's talk about why your association needs a generative AI portal if you want to actually adopt generative AI effectively, to get all the benefits of organizational efficiency, member engagement enabled by generative AI adoption. So generative AI portal helps bridge the gap between the leadership vision, the need for a more effective and efficient association in our increasingly disrupted world, and fears among staff. Because a lot of staff are worried about job displacement, about being automated, and about role disruption. Volunteers are also concerned about technological obsolescence and whether they'll even learn how to use new technological tools that a association offers in their relatively small amount of time that they're devoting to their associational contributions. So, in order to address this, the staff apprehension, volunteer concerns, you need to build trust through transparency and collaboration, and the Generative AI portal allows you to do so. What does Generative AI portal contain? It contains educational resources like guides, tutorials, gamified lessons to engage your staff and volunteers. It has a comprehensive FAQ section, frequently asked questions, which addresses common concerns and should be updated regularly as you hear new questions from your staff and volunteers. It should have feedback tools, so tools, anonymous surveys, and surveys where people can leave their names that provide users with opportunities to suggest improvements in the content of the FAQs, the contents of the educational resources, about how generative AI is rolled out. Also, make sure that it's easy to use and that the data is protected so people feel like they have privacy. How do you create educational resources for the portal? So you want to focus on simplifying generative AI for all levels. Especially I've seen volunteers have challenges with this. Volunteers, many of them tend to be older, whereas many staff tend to be younger, far from all staff and volunteers. But I've often seen this, especially more experienced volunteers who are in leadership role in chapters, board roles. So you want to simplify generative AI so that people who are not so tech savvy can still understand it. And you want to have clear practical demonstrations relevant to the needs of your association. Video tutorials are great for that. Have interactive modules with gamified learning where people can go through it, have quizzes that are relevant to their needs, get badges for certification. That's really helpful. And focus on real-world applications like event management, member services that your association is working on. That signals commitment to innovation, transparency, and professional growth for your staff and volunteers alike. I'll let you know about an example. I worked with an association that faced some resistance and volunteer apprehension from resistance from staff, because again, fears of job loss, apprehensions from volunteers about technological obsolescence. And so what we did is we constructed a portal with tools for personalized communication, automation, and credentialing enhancements. So all of these things, education on how to do so. We rolled out generative AI tools to personalize communication for staff, automate a lot of internal operations, and automate credentialing, and had a portal with resources that educated folks about this, with video tutorials, how-to guides, FAQs, feedback sections, gamified modules, all the stuff that I talked about before. We had really nice outcomes. So 85% reported increased confidence in generative AI tools as a result of this portal rollout within 6 months. There was a 40% reduction in time spent on admin tasks, which is excellent, and a 20% rise in member retention through better engagement, which is wonderful. So, you want to be thinking as part of building this portal how to overcome challenges with transparency and ethics, address ethical concerns in the content that you'll put in your portal, make sure to mitigate biases and ensure transparency in volunteer and staff-facing applications, and align the use of generative AI with your association's core missions and values. As you launch your portal, launch it alongside live training, in-person and virtual, and success story campaigns where you share success stories of people using generative AI effectively in your association, ideally. Use focus group insights and surveys to tailor the resources and FAQs that you'll provide, and create tools for ongoing feedback and portal evaluation. So not only feedback on the generative AI rollout, but on the portal itself. So as you're thinking about how to make sure to turn the kind of apprehension that your staff and volunteers may feel into an opportunity for engagement and collaboration around generative AI, remember, a centralized generative AI portal is a great tool for association. It empowers staff, volunteers, and even your members to embrace innovation confidently. It drives efficiency and effectiveness while still aligning with your organization's values. That sets the foundation for a future of growth and impact, and sets your association as a thought leader in its industry, modeling best practices for the companies in your industry. Make sure to subscribe to this channel to get more videos like this, and please email me with any questions at gleb@disasteravoidanceexperts.com. That's GLEB at disasteravoidanceexperts.com.